Skills in the profession of a former courtesan, in Kim Van Kieu story in Tanton scene. The skill of a prostitute here can be understood as how to take a paddle. But the crux of this is whether it's going to work or not. It's the skill of the courtesan. A woman who wants to succeed. There's no shortage of these skills. I can make guests tired of attachment. But I don't spend too much energy on myself. That's the one who's successful. In the story Kieu, when Kieu first started in the industry, in terms of this skill, it's just an incomplete number. To be able to turn Kieu into a full-fledged prostitute, there is a 0-2. She had to put all her heart into training her. The first thing you do. It's training. Give her skills. What Kieu lacks. This is my heart. Outer rim 7 letters rim in 8 professions. Play Cholu board HOA criticism. For Rolling Stones for mesmerizing people. So 7 words 8 jobs that she teaches for Kieu. What does it mean here? Through the Book of Women's Sutras we can explain as follows. 7 words on the outer rim including crying. That is, crying with tears to shake the villagers. Tell me about this suffering. To cry like real, let guests trust in their goodwill. She showed me a great trick. It's dousing ginger water in a handkerchief, then tears will flow like streams. It means cutting. Invite guests with me. Each of you cuts a piece of hair and puts it together. Then divide each other, tied to 2 arms, to do the hair tie ceremony to show the love. Liking means stinging. Take a needle or stick it on your wrist, or thigh name of the guest, let the guest see their love. Burning means burning. Burn it with incense into his and her 6 points. After swearing, both of you press against each other and burn those points. You really have to be a master to use this technique. Belly to belly is called concentric prayer. Take off your clothes and put them on each other, belly to belly skin pressure and use incense. It's called the hair moon itself. He and she sat facing each other. We swore to use incense. My left hand is close to the guest's left hand. It's called the left hand pledge. The right hand is called the guest. I promise to be on the right. My left thigh touches my right thigh. The guest promised to deliver the left thigh. I have to touch my left thigh. The guest promised to deliver the right thigh. Price means marriage as husband and wife. That is, after investigating the rich background of the guests, I swear to the sea. Let the guests spend a large amount of money to get married. Running means running. It's a long time and the guests are out of money. There is no ransom and no play money. I will pretend to swear to the guests. We will run away together. Meet the guest somewhere. But it didn't actually come. He will tell the soldiers or creditors to come and arrest him. Here's a way to get rid of all the cash. Death means hue. This is a fake, not a real one. It means pretending to ask for forgiveness. Pretend to pretend. Let the guests see the love. But wholeheartedly for me. Is this a success or failure? It depends on each person's performance. 8 jobs in the inner ring. Shame says sleep is sleep. Maybe there's some kind of SAO. She laughed and said, stupid. If a prostitute is like a good girl. But there are many magical worlds to play in. She said, please give me a moment. She said the guests were going to bed after dinner. Let the guests stay inside. And you are outside. You have to point your face at the guest. Give him your knee. I will definitely touch your whole body. You also touched his body. If it is short and small, use the neck. Beat drum sex HOA, long and large. Then use Kim Lena's magic to shine golden lotus lock. If you're an ascetic, use the ancient way. Open the flag. If you're a panic thinker, then using the magic of the network despised SAO. If you can't stand it, then use the 3-tiered interchange. If you can stand it, use the expression, chi, right hand holding left hand holding. If you are gentle, then use the description of the soul to search for the soul, follow the spirit. If you are a wise man, use the magic of the Lord. Collect the spirit, sitting at the door shivering. There are many other ways. But maybe not out of the 8 ways. Kim Van Kieu of Ton Tin Talented. In summary, those 8 jobs are the 8 ways of intercourse, mainly for all kinds of different guests. Just kick her hoa, beat drum, HOA education for guests with short and small size. Kim Lean Song Shine Gold Lotus, circus lock for long and large size guests. Great development period. Open blank seed flag for acute guest use, fast and strong. The network despised SAO. Slow tapping for guests who tend to be gentle. From the urgent recitation of the 3 messages, 3 levels of replacement for beginners and weak. Chi has maintained. Right hand hold for durable guests. Left soul retrieval. Mind tracking for gentle guests. Likes romance. The regent gathered all his spirit. Sit the door. Dance for guests sharp in the song. Guests have entered the academy. Then the prostitutes have a duty. Satisfy the sexual needs of the guests, even though the guest was an 80-year-old man. To a crippled man. Amputee, even if it's an impotent person. When guests are satisfied, that means the more famous the prostitute is. And the money that the technologist and 2 grandmother collect will be like a flowing stream. You taught her to know. You have to combine external gestures, like facial expressions, standing posture with bed skills, to achieve the highest efficiency. My grandmother told her that when you are happy, you praise the moon while laughing. This is an in-house job. That's enough to be the guy. A graceful smile. A glance gives love. A shy gesture of Kieu. It's enough to keep people interested all day. You can see it here. If being a prostitute is a profession, then you are the head of that sect.